Kashmir's relationship with India is very complicated, and you have to start with that, precondition.
As an average person, you think about Kashmir, you'll think about its natural beauty. You'll think about beauty and everything around it, its handicrafts and its, pashmina shawls and its mountains and its lakes. But at the same time, you'll remember that there's a massive undercurrent of troubled past, violence, the state pushing against it, people pushing back against the state, separatism. You've got all these, it's a big cauldron and it's a mix of things.
Kashmir being accepted nationally and Kashmir accepting India as well. So, two-way process. Football helps with things like this because you're integrated to the national team, you become part of one homogeneous structure, however different everybody is. What happened in Kashmir was that during the insurgency and during the crackdown that followed that insurgency, for around 7-8 years, there was no football at all. They shut down grounds. You walk outside, you go to the ground, you're arrested. Then playing football became an act of rebellion. Almost, right? It's like, can I live a normal life? Can I go play football? It's not a question that a Malayali kid has to ask. It's not a question that a Tamil kid has to or a Bengali kid has to ask. It's a question the Kashmiri kid had. The daily life there is not what it is in other parts of India.
Football was always there. When Real Kashmir came in, we did come in with the story.
हिंदुस्तान में जन्नत बोलने वाली जगह पे मैं आया, खुद अपने आप को नसीब समझता हूँ.
One of the great things someone told me when I had gone there, they said, nothing can rally as big a crowd in Kashmir as a football match. He said, not even a political rally. You'll never get such a big crowd together, you'll get it for a football match.
Like we've always been saying, that sport is the number one thing which can bring people together. So if sport can unite everybody in Kashmir, then why not? And nothing better than football to do it.
Sports is the only entertainment they have, and especially the football. People have a knowledge of football, they love football.
The reason why everyone is running away, क्योंकि पहले जब मोहम्मडन का कीपर आया था वो इस साइड आया था, बट उन्होंने अपनी साइड चेंज कर ली है. सो जो स्टैंड अभी पीछे खाली अभी पूरा भरा हुआ था वो पूरा खाली हो चुका है. एंड नाउ एवरीवन इज गोइंग टुवर्ड्स द गोलकीपर स्टैंड.
Someone from Kashmir just told me that whatever else has happened in Kashmir these last years, whatever else has gone backwards, football has gone forwards.
Good afternoon and welcome to the destination perfect of Indian football. This is Kashmir.
It's still, I think, the most popular sport in the valley. It's played in summers and winters. Boys are hard, boys are tough, mentally, physically.
Here the stands, they are very close, so the opponents, they feel it. Coming to support, they know what football is. They know the emotion of this beautiful game. With drums, with screaming, and chanting, everything, they give us the support. They were like the 12th man.
If you ask me as a Kashmiri guy, an honest opinion, football was never stopped here. Football was loved by everyone here. Whether there is curfew, there is hartals, football was played everywhere. The only thing, we didn't have the proper structure. That is where it lacked. Otherwise, I never saw football being stopped by any group or for anything. My salute to all the guys who played football during the 90s also. because there was so much of unpredictability. We still played and we still continue the playing. And I think credit goes to all the Kashmiris.
We have a Mohammedan fan in a real Kashmir stand, and that's what happening.
Real Kashmir, real Kashmir.
कोई नहीं टेबल टॉपर्स है कोई नहीं Come on टेबल टॉपर्स come on
Diplomatic Kashmiri here.
I think I was surprised the level of education or awareness that an average Kashmiri educated kid has about football. I was watching the RKFC match. They know the table, they know the goal difference. I was taken aback. Even I wouldn't know, They know the players, he plays there. So obviously there is a subculture operating underground. They are collecting information, they are aware.
देखिए थोड़ा मैं आपको पीछे लेना चाहता हूँ.
We have to start it from the beginning.
Actually, my father was also a football player.
मेरे फादर एक क्रिकेटर रह चुके थे, क्योंकि मेरे वालिद साहब फुटबॉलर थे, तो वो भी गोलकीपर थे.
फुटबॉल हमारे फैमिली से ही निकला हुआ है, ये गलत नहीं होगा कहना.
My father, he was a football player also.
I was very lucky to be born in this locality because a lot of sports person have come through this locality, whether it's football or cricket.
अगर आप यहाँ के घर में जाएंगे शाम को, हमेशा आप वहाँ पे देखेंगे कि फुटबॉल के बारे में वहाँ पे डिस्कशंस होते रहेंगे.
David Lalansanga, he loves to be the star, at times tackled from behind.
This 1 point will be okay with them 0-0 is where we stand at the end of the 90 minutes.
यहाँ का जो 50s, 60s, 70s का जो टेन्योर रहा है फुटबॉल, खाली फुटबॉल ही रहा है लोगों के बीच में. और लोग दूर दूर से आते थे अपने प्लेयरों को देखने के लिए, अपने टीम्स को सपोर्ट करने के लिए. और फिर जब वो वापस जाते थे तो फुटबॉल के बगैर उनके पास कोई डिस्कशन के लिए कोई और चीज़ मतलब नहीं होती थी.
For me, being as a footballer right now, I think the whole credit goes to my father. He is the only person who wanted me to become a footballer.
He used to take me for training with himself.
कि आज मैच है तो मुझे अपने बच्चों को साथ लेके जाना है, तो शायद आज ये रिजल्ट जो है मेरे हक में होगा.
I have seen the pictures of my father when he was playing, and there are pictures which are very unique. We are very rare. There was no space inside the stadium to watch the game. Then the people, they used to climb on the trees and they used to watch from there.
उस वजह से हम हमेशा हर किसी मैच में जाते थे, हर किसी ट्रेनिंग सेशन में हमें लिया जाता था. जब हम नहीं जाते थे तो हमें मार के लिया जाता था, पीट के लिया जाता था.
He has got an employment through football. So he was more passionate about football and he wanted his son to be a footballer.
जब हम खेलते हैं बॉल को तोड़ना है, बॉल आपके पास नहीं रहेगी. बॉल को जितना प्यार करोगे उतनी बॉल आपके पास मुकर रहेगी. जब आप बॉल को मतलब अच्छा मूड नहीं दिखाओगे, मतलब मूड में रहोगे, तो बॉल आपसे भाग जाएगी. मैं कोई स्पेशल मिट्टी से पैदा नहीं हुआ, इसी मिट्टी से मैं भी पैदा हुआ हूँ. हिंदुस्तान का कैप्टन बनना बोलना इजी है, बनना बहुत मुश्किल.
In the valleys of Kashmir, football was the main source of entertainment. It was life itself. And from this football culture rose a prodigy whose story carried Kashmiri dreams to new heights. The first Kashmiri to captain the Indian national team, Abdul Majid Kakru.
He said that he faced a lot of insurgency was just beginning. There was a little bit of rumbling. It was in the 90s. So he did face a lot of pushback.
Playing for both Mohun Bagan and East Bengal, Kakru was admired across fan bases.
Kakru, for instance, at that time was paid more than the local hero, the superstar of his time, Subrata Bhattacharya was. Unheard of stuff. That was the kind of value that they gave footballers, and that value transmitted itself through society and was celebrated so much that he often didn't have to pay for a cup of tea for years on. He didn't have to pay for food because they just loved him. They were Mohan Bagan fans. They took care of you.
This is the Kashmir like you have never seen before, brimming with the tales of past which are shaping its present and hoping for a good future of football in Kashmir and across all India.
वो एक दिन ऐसे ही मेरे फ्रेंड्स फुटबॉल वगैरह खेलते थे, मैं फुटबॉल खेलने चले गया उनके साथ। तो वहाँ पे एक कोच है जो हमारे इंडिया टीम के कैप्टन भी रह चुके हैं पुराने, हमारे लेजेंड मजीद कोकरो नाम से। तो वो लोग हमारा मैच देख रहे थे तो उन्होंने मुझे स्पॉट किया कि बोला आप काफ़ी अच्छा फुटबॉल खेलते हैं, आपका अच्छा फ्यूचर हो सकता है। तो मेरी यही कन्वर्सेशन उनके साथ रही थी कि मेरा फर्स्ट टाइम है, मैं फुटबॉल खेल रहा हूँ, बस आज तक जो भी है देखा है। तो यहाँ से मेरी जर्नी स्टार्ट हुई है फुटबॉल।
When I was a kid, I didn't start in an academy. So I started playing with big boys that time. When they used to play 11v11, I used to be as a 12th man.
मेरे पापा का गेम था और उधर पे पेनल्टी शूट आउट हुआ था, तो he saved one penalty. After that, लोगों ने उसको अपने कंधों पे उठाया। तो वो एक मोमेंट था कि जहाँ से मैं मतलब मेरा दिमाग हुआ कि नहीं, एक दिन ऐसा होगा कि लोग मेरे साथ भी ऐसा करेंगे। So that was a turning point.
Because you've got guys like Danish and Hamad going out and playing outside, you've got parents saying that this is another livelihood for us. Maraj and Ishfaq going back into Kashmiri football as such and being part of the setup over there, they are able to make sure that there's an element of professionalism that has come in. They'll tell you that the people will turn up on time.
We have talent as good as Bengal, Kerala and Goa.
कश्मीरी फुटबॉल है बहुत ज़्यादा आगे बढ़ रहा है, बहुत ज़्यादा।
In modern football, you need players who are physically good, endurance-wise, stamina-wise, and I think Kashmiri footballers, they have got this natural.
But this feel like history in the making. You don't get the picture, I can paint it. Like how everybody in their places. I just think we need some rearranging. That's right. This feel like history in the making. You don't get the picture that I'm painting. Still, I think we need some rearranging. No matter what you do, you can't change it. Really, we can't stop, we rising up. You can't stop us rising up. We can't stop, we rising up. Just can't stop, we rising up. It's too late now. You can't stop us rising up. We can't stop, we rising up. You can't stop us rising up. We rising up.
जब से पहला आई लीग लगा ना तब से हम सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं। फुटबॉल लवर सिंस चाइल्डहुड।
रियल कश्मीर हमारा पहला और लास्ट प्यार है, मतलब फुटबॉल इज योर लव एंड लाइफ।
इट्स इमोशनल थिंग है। आई एम रियली कनेक्टेड टू इट।
गोलकीपर इन द आई लीग राइट।
चाहे वो फुटबॉल फैन है, फुटबॉल प्लेयर है, वो ये समझता है कि रियल कश्मीर उसका एक खुद का क्लब।
Obviously, I see it because this season, last season, Real Kashmir is doing very well. They're almost close to the title. If they keep going, they keep working like this, very soon you will see ISL coming to Kashmir.
Chris Okai goal versus Chennai FC. It was my best memory.
Can't stop us rising up.
Goes for an acrobatic shot on here. What a goal! Chris has scored one of the most spectacular goals you can ever see.
Can't stop us rising up. Rising up.
Hello guys. Hello.
It's so amazing. They're so aggressive. I'm loving this. See the crowd. Are you listening?
जैसे कलकत्ता का जो रहता है ब्लाइंड सपोर्टर रहते हैं, ये मोहम्मडन ईस्ट बंगाल और मोहन बगान के सपोर्टर अलग रहते हैं। ये एक दूसरे को सपोर्ट नहीं करते, लेकिन जब यहाँ पे ऐसा नहीं है, यहाँ पे कोई फैन क्लब ऐसा वैसा नहीं है, क्योंकि यहाँ से एक ही टीम पार्टिसिपेट कर रही है। तो ऑल सपोर्टर इज कम टू रियल कश्मीर।
फ्लड्स आए थे कश्मीर में, सब मर्ज था, पूरा श्रीनगर मर्ज था, लेकिन जो हमारा एरिया तो वहाँ पे एक पार्क थी।
Some kids were playing football. We also started kicking the ball there.
तो वहाँ पे काफी बुजुर्ग लोग थे, उन्हें मना कर दिया हमें, भाई बॉल यहाँ पे पार्क में नहीं खेलना, ये टहलने के लिए। तो हमने उनको बता रहे थे, वो पार्क साइड में तो लड़के वो तो सिगरेट पी रहे हैं।
You see there are kids who are doing drugs. You don't shout at them. So I found it very odd. That is how the seed of, forming a football team just primarily for your own interest.
तो फिर हमने क्या किया, हमने करीब 100 बॉल्स मंगाई हमने उस टाइम पे बाहर से. तो फ्लड जो ही रिसीड हो गया तो हम डिफरेंट पॉकेट्स में गए, तो हमने बॉल्स को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना स्टार्ट कर दिया वहाँ पे. तो उसके बाद आइडिया हुआ स्ट्रक कि क्यों ना क्लब बनाया जाए. यहाँ पे तो काफ़ी क्लब्स है, कश्मीर में तो है ही नहीं कोई प्रोफेशनल क्लब, क्योंकि डिपार्टमेंट टीम्स तो आप खेलती नहीं है आई लीग.
हमें ये भी नहीं पता था कि वेयर इट विल एंड अप, तो हमने एक छोटा मोटा क्लब बनाने का सोचा था.
After that, it just snowballed into something that even Papa had not expected. Because I remember he would talk about it like this is going as per not his estimation, because he was always under the youth engagement hoga, but then ye league mein participate karne lage, they started doing well, and before you knew it, they were in the second division.
At some level, I wanted it to be a mixture of, at that point of time, Real Madrid and Barcelona. I wanted this club to be an emotional sentiment, an expression of what we stand for. I still don't call it RKFC. I have problems calling it RKFC. It just, for me, it's Real Kashmir.
I think the club, from the starting, it has grown very well. I remember when we had a coach, David Robertson.
I don't think any other coach could have done what David did, because he stuck through. Minus 60 degree ka temperature hai Srinagar mein, and you have this Scottish ex-player who just showed up.
Like we had the first match here in the TRC, so he came in the morning or 2-3 hours before. He set up every jersey, everything. He kept towels, bottles for us. So it was very like, how we feel the happiness, because the coach he did for us. You will never see anything like this anywhere, because like the people, they will come. There are some people who did that, but not the coaches. So when we came inside the field, so we wanted to give something back to the coach.
I remember the game against Strau in second round in Bangalore. 80-10 possession. Some of the players after match, they just fainted because Strau would just move ball around and tick, 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 tick.
I wasn't personally there for the game, but my dad was. We hadn't ever planned on reaching this far, let alone winning.
In 92nd minute, they got a free kick. 2-2 score.
Guys, two again!
I think it was Strau's captain.
No, don't shot on the wall!
Brilliant free kick. Curled, hit our goalkeeper, hit the post and went out.
Yes! Come on!
If it wasn't your day, it would have hit Sukhwinder, hit the bar and gone into the goal, and your I-League journey would be.
But I mean, football is all about.
But I mean, it was emotionally exhausting to watch. I mean, literally, they toyed with Real Kashmir like we were just chasing the game. But it was our day, and we won. And it was the most surreal experience. It was raining.
They won without losing a single game. I think you kind of have to, because the second division in a lot of ways is more competitive than the first one because of the number of teams that were competing at the time.
Sandeep was there with us as well.
And my dad was adamant that we will play in Kashmir because he desperately wanted a Kashmir home ground. TRC to be, known as the home of the snow leopards.
We were celebrating, but suddenly it dawned upon us that the overwhelming task that we had at hand, because there was no infrastructure here. There was one turf, there were no bathrooms, there were no dressing rooms, but credit to the government, they turned it around in about 40 days' time.
Papa had a lot of help from a lot of his friends at the time, and Arshad uncle was also one of them. He was already in the sporting sphere. So he could help guide how to get sponsors and everything, because we were terribly inexperienced with how big this had gotten.
So in Kashmir, the whole thing was, okay, let's get a government job and let's not think about sport. That has changed since Real Kashmir has come in, and literally it was just one team playing in this one tournament that everyone thinks is an unimportant tournament has literally caused a big change in the valley there. Players are telling you that in schools there's a lot more football. Their city leagues seems to be busier, more kids playing, more people want to start clubs. In the middle of all the madness that's going on, this is also there. This is also part of that story.
इंडियन फुटबॉल में पहली बार हुआ है कोई मैच जो अंडर स्नो हुआ। गोकुलम केरला के साथ आप बॉल बॉय थे उस मैच में।
You would have people coming in in -5 degrees. And people are just coming to support a team that is so new. So you could see that. You saw the elderly coming in, you saw women, you saw children. It became aspirational to, even want to go to support your local team.
It was a nightmare for them to take the field. They were shaking in the end, that Chaukat, and we helped them take their socks off, and then they just wanted to go home, Still, on a snowy evening, you had about 2,000-3,000 people turning up. But again, having said that, it is the same logic when Real Kashmir plays in 42 degrees in Kerala.
Yeah.
That's what beauty of football is.
जम्मू से बाहर ही जाए तो सडन चेंज आ जाता है एटमॉस्फेयर में. वो एक हमारे लिए एक सेक्रीफाइस भी कह सकते हैं हम उसको, लेकिन वो चीज़ हमें तंग नहीं कह सकते. लेकिन मैं अभी इधर बचपन से इधर था तो मैं ज़्यादा 25 डिग्री के ऊपर हमारा टेम्परेचर गया नहीं. अभी मैं केरला में गया तो 40 डिग्री का मिला, तो बहुत ज़्यादा मुश्किल था.
रियल कश्मीर का जो कल्चर है, क्लब का कल्चर, वो अमेजिंग रहा है स्टार्ट से. जैसे हमारे ओनर से जो कि हाल ही में ही पास्ट अवे सर संदीप चट्टू सर जी, जिनका बहुत बड़ा एक हाथ है कि कश्मीर में फुटबॉल डेवलपमेंट करने में.
Sandeep, of course, was a friend. Big loss to the club, big loss to footballing setup in Kashmir.
With me, he was very close. I'm like your big brother, so he was already telling me, "Beta, how are you? Everything. You need any help? Just tell me." So he was never like an owner.
Late Sandeep ji, when I spoke to him, it was more like having a platform this season for Kashmiri boys to show their talent, showcase their talent to the rest of the country. I think we have achieved that, thanks to God. Very passionate guy, something who wanted to do something for the Kashmir. A wonderful human being. In short, if I say, you will see very less people like that. We need people like him more in today's world.
Back home, because of the trouble and all, that is something that we cannot really help, and that is where the ownership comes in, that we interact with the players, explain to them why internet is not there, why they can't move around so much freely. But then it's become kind of a family. That is the beauty of Real Kashmir, that positivity that comes out of the team when they're together.
Players could see my dad work day in and day out. He was basically using every single rupee that he had made at that point, putting it into the club, and you could see that effort. And when I suppose it's mutual, right? When the players see you putting in that effort, and the players are the hardest workers here. So we work hard, everyone works hard, and it's evident on ground.
Real Kashmir FC has become a symbol of hope, a team to support and a pathway to achieve. But long before this dream emerged, two names inspired a generation of Kashmiri footballers: Mehrajuddin Vaddu and Ishfaq Ahmed.
So what Mehraj and Ishfaq did was quite remarkable, that they left home, they went to Calcutta, they played in the absolute madness of the Calcutta League at that time. They played for India as well, and they were able to come and go and make these passages, and they were literally the pioneers that were there.
I think it was instant love for the game, which was more for football. I used to enjoy more football than cricket. I think there was no brainer for me. My time, it was very difficult first convince parents that I'm gonna become a football pro. For them, it is okay to play football just to enjoy, but not in his profession.
Cardinal Stadium. But this time they're being taken for a bit of a fight. Again, Ishfaq Ahmed has pulled away with the ball. He's got Priya for company, but just getting into a bit of a tangle with his own teammate. On to Rahul Kumar. Rahul through here for Ishfaq, who's been working tirelessly down that left flank.
I don't think people even realize in this country that Mehrajuddin Vaddu led the Indian football team. He was a Kashmiri, and he was captain of the Indian football team when he played. And it was no big deal at the time. It was not so long ago. I was alive. I was young at the time. It's not ancient history. Mehraj is a very young guy. It was a normal thing.
So Vadu as a footballer purely was one of my favorites when he was active. You could play him across any position. You could play him in defense, you could play him in midfield. If you wanted, if you were short on attacking ideas, you could also play him up front because he was a bulky, very strong character. But I think most of his career he played more in, defense or defensive midfield. Purely as a sports person, a great role model, and the fact that he went outside his comfort zone. He moved to Calcutta. He played for Kolkata clubs. He made a good life for himself there. So those things would have definitely acted as huge catalysts for a lot of youth in Kashmir to think about going into football.
That's the time when I followed Kerala Blasters because Ishfaq Bhai was playing there and then he scored the goal and everything. So I was very happy. And then I was like, maybe someday if I get the chance to play there. And Alhamdulillah, today I am there.
Well, when I was playing football, I thought coaching is very easy because we used to see coaches doing nothing and we used to work very hard, training, doing a lot of things, concentration, focus. And we used to see, okay, the coach is not doing anything, you just have to train us.
हमारे कोच हैं इशफाक भाई जो कि लेजेंड रह चुके हैं, महराज भाई वो भी लेजेंड है, तो ये दोनों तब इंडिया की टॉप लेवल लीग खेल रहे थे, इंडिया भी इन्होंने रिप्रेजेंट किया, तो इनको देखकर ही हम बड़े हुए हैं कि हमारा प्रिविलेज है कि वो हमें कोच कर रहे हैं, मतलब इशफाक भाई उनकी गाइडेंस में हम खेल रहे हैं, तो इससे हमें काफ़ी ज़्यादा हेल्प मिल रहा है.
I had a plan. In back of my head, I had this thing that, okay, after I retire, I will have to be the coach. Because what was happening when I used to go to Kashmir after playing my season here, I used to spend a lot of time with the kids, try to teach them something, to give my experience, to share my experience. So that also helped me to develop that coach thing inside me. And also when I was playing for the national team, we have this coach, Bob Houghton. I was very much inspired with this coach. He's Bob Houghton, I would say.
The credit for Kashmir's football culture goes to institutions who provided a platform for talents to perform. And one such honorable guardian of the valley has been J&K Bank.
J&K Bank फुटबॉल की टीम पिछले 40 साल से बच्चों को यहाँ पे रिक्रूटमेंट दे रही है. मुझे लगता है आज तक 150 प्लेयर्स हैं जिनको परमानेंट जॉब मिला हुआ है J&K बैंक में. 2011 में J&K बैंक को एक कॉन्सेप्ट आया था कि हम एकेडमी बच्चों को हम थोड़ा नरिश करेंगे, उन्हीं बच्चों को हम सीनियर टीम में प्रमोट करेंगे. जैसे आप दानिश फारूक को देखेंगे, इज अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ J&K बैंक एकेडमी. वो J&K बैंक एकेडमी से प्रोड्यूस हुआ, उसके बाद J&K बैंक में जॉब लिया, तो फिर J&K बैंक से बाद में वो रियल कश्मीर में खेलने गया, तो बाद में ऐसा चला गया.
Got my first offer from J&K Bank that time, and coming from a middle class family, you always dream to support your family, helping hand to your father. And when J&K Bank gave me a contract, I was only 9th. Well, there was no local league here. I think this used to be a very natural turf here, and very much football used to play that half of the side. And this was mainly, there was cricket pitch and all that.
We have TRC, which is like the heart of Kashmir football. The turf has to be replaced. I believe they're just replacing the turf. 5-10 teams practice on it every day. There is constant struggle for time slots. The biggest thing is infrastructure.
You need a pitch where you can play football. There are pitches right now, there are football grounds right now. The condition is not good and you cannot play. It's bouncy, it's injury prone.
You have to make the football pitch aspirational. Plus, we are a winter area, we are a hard area. We are the area where winter sets in ending October and lasts till March. We need turf, we need pitches which are functional throughout the year, which are functional throughout winters.
If the infrastructure is not good, it's very difficult to get the talent out of it. It is very difficult to scout the players.
There has to be a 5-year plan, there has to be a vision document. That where do we go from here?
हमारे पास अगर यहाँ पे 20 डिस्ट्रिक्ट हैं तो 20 डिस्ट्रिक्टों में तकरीबन 20 फुटबॉल फील्ड्स होने चाहिए जहाँ पे मैचेस हम ऑर्गेनाइज कर सकें.
The entire Kashmir football is running out of TRC. It has to open its wings.
People in Kashmir believe that football, and I believe that football and sport are the way that the two separated, distant, made to hate each other virtually. This bitter kind of distance that is there. It's through sport that you will be able to make this change because athletes don't think in that way. Their minds work very differently.
A lot of these also conflict areas, right? रात में सब बंद हो जाता है. सोपोर में randomly किसी ने बोला यार आप लोग वहाँ हैं क्या? वहाँ रात को tournament हो रहा है. This was a community effort to reclaim the night in that sense, right? They had a guy like Pandit sitting there on a megaphone doing live commentary. Side में थोड़ा economy has also sprung up. कोई कबाब बेच रहा है, कोई चाय बना रहा है, कोई कुछ कर रहा है, right? On that same trip, there was a district level tournament for girls, under 13 level. तो पहली बार ये काफी सारी लड़कियां हैं जो अपने डिस्ट्रिक्ट से निकल के और कश्मीरियों से मिल पा रहे हैं.
The improvement is going to come if we work on our grassroots. We have our under 17, under 19s. They play good competition. They help us to perform in the AFC Cup. Then we can think of to play the World Cup. If we don't have a vision, doesn't matter how much time, how much money you spend, it's not going to help us.
Question is, am I in love with the Indian football? I don't think so. I'm in love with parts of Indian football. So I'm married to my wife, and then I think that my second marriage is to football. That's how I would put it. I would go back to the fact that we still don't have enough respect for players. We see them as entertainers. I believe they're artists. They can't function in isolation. They need an audience. They need to be cheered. They need to be appreciated. And yes, they need to be paid for their appearances.
It is Real Kashmir, the snow leopards who return home after a while as they take on the Warriors of Delhi FC.
Slightest inkling of danger. This can be a chance. What a goal there! Delhi FC out of nowhere against the turn of play.
देखिए कश्मीर में जो फुटबॉल का गेम है ना वो सबसे ज़्यादा मकबूल तरीन गेम है फुटबॉल का.
Ramdina with the delivery towards the far post and a chance for Real Kashmir to fight back. Still doesn't go in somehow.
Certainly, Real Kashmir has made football aspirational.
इसलिए हमारे जो कुछ लड़के अभी सुहेल करके मोहन बगान में खेल रहा है, एक और लड़का हैदराबाद में खेल रहा है सज्जाद करके, एक और लड़का है बुखारी करके, वो मोहन बगान में एक थर्ड गोलकीपर है. जितने भी छोटे बच्चे आते हैं ना ये सब उनको आइडल मानते चल रहे हैं कि वो लड़के वहाँ तक पहुँचे हैं तो हम भी उनके फुटस्टेप्स पे जाएंगे.
क्योंकि प्लेयर ग्रोइंग कर रहे हैं, मे बी फ्यूचर में फॉरेनर की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. इंशाल्लाह
पूरे 11 प्लेयर कश्मीरी
इंशाल्लाह.
अगले 5 साल में रियल कश्मीर कहाँ पर होगी?
When I used to come inside the ground, they used to chant my name, Danish, Danish. So that will be in my head every time. So I'm very blessed to have these people supporting me.
Crazy game of football, man. I mean, not just on the pitch, but outside the pitch as well.
When a 10,000 people crowd chants अपना दानिश और या जब मैच होता है and you see that, you feel that vibration and that is what it meant to me.
अच्छा फ्यूचर है कश्मीर का. नॉर्थ ईस्ट लोग कैसे कवर कर लिए इंडियन नेशनल टीम को, वैसे ही कश्मीर के भी कुछ 4-5 प्लेयर एक साथ आ जाएंगे इंडियन टीम में. ये श्योर 100%.
They want there to be 2 teams playing in the I-League. There's another team called Downtown FC which has come into play.
They played second division last time, and they are very keen to come to the I-League also. They are working very hard in terms of coaching, in terms of youth. It's a good thing.
Watching a game of I-League and especially of Real Kashmir, it is something I would take towards the end of my life, and I would really pray कि आगे चल के Real Kashmir, and in fact they do compete in the Indian Super League. Just to imagine that, I think will be absolutely crazy for the valley as well, and for all the fans, because मेरे को ऐसा लगता है the fans here do deserve a bit more.
मेहराजुद्दीन वोडू की वजह से आज मॉडर्न स्पोर्ट्स आ गया है.
If we can use Kashmir as a football destination, I think it's going to be very helpful for every club and for Indian football also.
I'm very proud of the fact that we've sent so many players to the ISL, sent so many players to the Indian national camp. There's a path of progression for a 13-year-old now that he can enter the academy. Might be a long shot, there's a lot of competition, but the fact is that path exists now.
When you have an I-League or an ISL match here, and you don't come to watch the match, you come for the Kashmir experience. Right from your hotel to stadium, everything is about football. It's like, I would want it to be like a European match day, where the conversation, the day starts with football, it ends with football, it ends with joy or tears, where you come for those 3 hours, you tell your children and grandchildren that if there is one place in India where you have to experience football, you have to buy a ticket to Kashmir to see a game in season. That's what I wish, that's what my dream is for Kashmir football.
follow this beautiful game. This is a very beautiful game. We just need your support, and that's all. We want you to be in a stadium, then we will do the rest.
We didn't know. We took a chance, but Papa did.
Another opportunity floated onto the far post, and that's the equalizer. In the most unfortunate way, but it will count. The Snow Leopards are back and roaring. The crowd is back and roaring.
You don't know what the possibilities are now, where it leads to. And hopefully it never ends here.
3, 2, 1, go. तूने उल्टा कर दिया ब्रो, वो नीचे जाएगा.
That was Hamad.
पकड़ा है. What the dude? Sorry. One more.
You're double top, but we are in trending. Don't punch him. He's out.